I read that Dr. Dre is a perfectionist in the studio, and that if that thing ain't on point, it ain't getting out. Ain't nobody gonna hear it.
Nah.
It's not gonna leave those walls. Is that true?
It's true, man. Dre will have you in the studio for 2 days saying it the right way. If he don't like the way you said it, he'll be like, nah, you gotta say it. And I'll be like, it. And he'd be like, nah, man, it. And I'll be like, I'm gonna smoke it. And he'll be like, nah, that's not it. And we'll just stay going back and forth, back and forth.
Damn.
But I had patience, you know?
Right.
Of course, he's a doctor, and, you know, he's supposed to have patience.
Right.
But, yeah, man, we would just go back and forth until I got it. And then at the end, he would love the one that I said in the beginning. He'd go back and pull it and be like, you know what, this one gonna work. And
You're like, man, we done spent a day, we done spent 5 hours, 10 hours, a day and a half, and you've took the first one?
Anybody that worked with Dr. Dre will tell you the same thing, man.
What's the number one thing that you learned from Dre?
The number one thing I learned from Dre was patience. I think patience in the game, man. So I've never really rushed through anything, which is, you know, at the end of the day, which is probably why I've had longevity in my career.
Right.
While I'm still here, my fans are still intact, and I'm able to put out projects. You know, and I'm never lazy.
Right.
I put out full projects of music that sound collectively great. You know, and I got that from Dre.
Beats. Dre give you beats?
Beat selection, man. Yeah, man. Anything that Dre puts his hands on. He got a plethora of producers and whatnot, but it's two people in this game, and I never worked with Quincy Jones before, but I have worked with, or three people. I have worked with Pharrell, DJ Quick, and Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Are kind of Swiss Beats.
Yeah.
And Timbaland. I guess it's
Yeah.
we got a lot of talented guys, but these guys are really, really amazing producers. But Dr. Dre and DJ Quick are mad scientists, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Quick is a little bit more of a mad scientist than Dre.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you become a part of G Unit?
They
Because you was your own thing,
Yeah.
doing your thing, and then I think 50 was with Dre, brought to Dre by M.
Yeah.
And then how did you and 50 and that all come? Y'all became G Unit.
Jimmy Iovine didn't really know what to do with me. I had a buzz in the streets, but ultimately he felt like if he put me in G Unit, then they would have Young Buck from the South, Yayo Banks and 50 from New York, and then me from the West. So we would have America sold up
Covered.
as far as the members. He would call us the Black Beatles all the time. To this day, I see Jimmy Iovine, he say, "You fucked up the Black Beatles." Every time, man, I see him. But yeah, man, that's how I got in there. I think that they just, it was Jimmy's genius idea to just throw me in and make sure that the group was good on all sides.
Would we have? Let me ask you a question. Had you not joined G Unit, would the game been able to go solo? Had he not been? Because it seemed like it was a part. You had to become a part of this.
I think that I was signed to Dr. Dre regardless. I think because of who I am as a person and my determination to be great at things I do, and once I set my mind to something, I'm gonna achieve it. I think I'd have been fine. But I do appreciate my short-lived G Unit, stint. But I think I'd have been great regardless.
How did you and 50 mesh so well in the beginning?
It's one of those things where you put two people together and they're just talented, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It's kind of like Elway and you. I mean, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I remember I watched and I would just be like, man, these dudes, got chemistry,
Yeah.
man. It would just, it was like Favre and Sterling.
Yeah.
Same thing, man. Like,
Yeah.
you put two people together and we see it all the time. We see, Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
We see, Magic and Kareem. Like, it's just, sometimes when you put two very talented, multifaceted people together, you're going to get greatness.
Right.
Man.
Did you guys ever talk? Because some people would think, well, they bonded over both getting shot, both almost losing their lives to violence. Did you guys ever talk about that?
You know what, man? 50 don't really talk about much but money. He talk about money, man.
He get it.
If it ain't about money, he ain't gonna.
He ain't about it.
He ain't about it, man. He talk about money, but he can definitely tell you how to get some money, man.
It's going so well. G Unit is doing. Y'all come out, boom, boom. How did something start so well and so bad?
one day I went to, I think Hot 97, talked to Phone Flex or something, and they asked me, they were like, 50 got beef with Jadakiss and Fat Joe and Nas, and I was like, whoa, I ain't signed up to beef with guys that I idolized.
Right.
I had looked up to the Locks and Kiss. They were rapping before me. I used them as, guides to like get me to where I was. So yeah, so I came up on listening to Jadakiss and Fat Joe digging in the crates and the Digging in the Crates crew, and then Nas, man, that was like my top 3 rappers ever. And like I said, 50 don't talk about nothing but money. So nobody never told me that the group was beefing with Nas and Fat Joe and Jadakiss, so I wasn't privy to it. So I was like, yeah, that don't really got nothing to do with me. And and to be perfectly honest, me and 50, we were in a group, but I wasn't in it for that long, and we weren't friends.
Right.
They just threw me in the group, and I appreciated the alley-oop, but we weren't homies. So a lot of people get it misconstrued. They think that like we were best friends or something, and I betrayed this friendship or something like that. But what I did was stay loyal to, my the people that like I listened to coming up.
Right.
Like I just can't beef with Nas because you beef with Nas. I don't have a problem with Nas.
Right.
And I didn't even know you had a problem with Nas till today. So, on the fly, I just said what I said. I was like, I'm not beefing with Nas and them.
And they got back, then they felt you were being disloyal.
Right, because 50 felt like he gave me a shot, which ultimately, being a part of G Unit did help escalate, my career in the early stages. But I would have got there regardless. I feel like,
Right. Were you making good money at G Unit?
Yeah, we was making money, but 50 was making more than everybody.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
What's the issue with 50? So you feel all y'all should have been on level playing field. If it's $1 million, you get 250, Buck get 250, 50 get 250.
Yeah. Nah, man, I think that it was just one of those things where he made more money and he should have made more money. I was just speaking for myself, saying that we was, getting scraps.
What scraps? 150,000 a show ain't no scraps, gang.
Nah, man, it wasn't 150,000.
Okay, 100,000.
Probably about 75, 100.
Yeah. How many shows y'all doing a show a week? 2 shows a week?
Yeah, man. And I wasn't there for them all. Again, so I always felt like I was a solo artist, man. And so I was a little honorary to the whole situation anyway. I didn't like being, I didn't want to be in New Edition. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so you Bobby Brown, you broke off.
Man, I'm Johnny Gill, real
But Bobby broke off because they kicked him out the group. He ain't want to leave.
That's what I'm doing. Well, me, it was different, man. I always felt like I was a solo artist. I never felt like I was, part of a group.
Damn. Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.